There we go. Hey, we're live. What's going
What's
on,
going on,
everybody?
everyone?
Welcome to another Phoenix Friday. I'm squidgrow Joe, my buddy DeFi Sean, and we have a lot of announcements for you guys today. A lot of things have been happening throughout the week. You know, we've been really busy getting everything just nailed in and knocked out. And we have a bunch of announcements we want to talk about as well. So, the first thing I think we should go over is, you want to go over the partnerships?
Yeah, so we'll start with that. So most of you guys know the partnership we were referring to last week was Coin Merger. It's a pretty big partnership. We had our first AMA with them. We're gonna have about at least a 6-month partnership. The first AMA went amazing. All those buys that were coming in, what Wednesday-ish, I think it was, that was definitely related to that AMA. So a huge first start, or good start to that partnership. So that's Coin Merger. Next up, we have the Launchpad. So everyone knows that we announced the Launchpad is live. We 1,000% have the first launch nailed down. They are finalizing everything that they have to do. Then we're going to start promoting it. Obviously, Operation Phoenix is going to be guaranteed so many whitelist spots and things like that. So we're going to be announcing that if that's something that you're interested in getting in. I know they're going to be taking a lot of the same marketing approaches that we took when we launched Operation Phoenix. Now, again, are they going to do 110x? I mean, who knows? Probably not. We're never going to guarantee anything like that. But any project that launches for us, we're going to make sure we do our best to aid and them getting the right marketing and getting off to the right start, as a lot of the times our investors will be involved with them. And then, Joe, if you want to announce that third partnership, I'll go ahead and give you the floor for that one. That's a pretty big one that we think is a pretty cool partnership.
So obviously, more and more people that used to be in SafeMoon or had SafeMoon in their name. It's so hard because I'm so excited. I want to say, but I want you guys to understand that there were a lot of people that were involved in SafeMoon. There were other YouTubers that came and went, myself included. But there are also people that actually worked at SafeMoon, and then people that had massive influence at SafeMoon. And one of the guys who definitely had a massive influence and definitely, with SafeMoon really just came onto the scene and immediately made it such a big deal that SafeMoon actually had hired him, was Marks, formerly known as SafeMoon Mark. DeFi Mark is someone that he's been around for a while and has done some amazing stuff. The guy is very smart, and the team and everybody, we're all excited to have a partnership with him. I mean, this guy is super duper smart, really quick, and he's gonna help us, add more to this crypto. He's gonna help us do more things. And one of the things that Mark's gonna do, and like I said, this guy, he has ideas on top of ideas on top of ideas. DeFi Mark, he's going to do the new. Well, he's going to help us with the new staking. So we'll talk about staking in a second. But I just want to say it's always awesome. What I mean, every single day, more and more people with SafeMoon in the name are joining us. More and more people are coming along and saying, "What can I do?" More and more people that used to be part of one guy, another guy, PM69. One of my favorite guys always say, he's always ask people why. And when someone said why, he goes, "Why is the price?" I was gonna mess this up, but why is the price so low compared to tomorrow's price? Guys like that, like people are all coming aboard, and to see obviously DeFi market, to see the things he's working on. I mean, the guy, like I said, you can sit back and just listen to him. The guy's a very sharp guy, very smart, and we're really excited. And yeah, anything else you want to say about that, Sean?
No, I think you pretty much covered it. Obviously, Mark's gonna be handling a lot of contract work. As with anyone that handles our contract work, they're always going to be docs to us. Contracts are always going to be audited, and everything's always going to be safe. That's going to be our top-notch security. So, we are bringing Mark in. He is going to help handle some of these contracts alongside Matt. So, just wanted to point that out, that contracts are always audited. Everyone's always docs. We don't deal with anyone that's not docs to us that we don't know who they are. So, just important to note that, because I want to make sure that everyone knows security is always at the top of the list for everything we do.
Another thing, like I said before, is staking. Now, staking has been absolutely massive. We have, I believe, around 48% last I checked, stake, which is insanely massive. And that's just the confidence of the community behind this project. But we have a lot of new things we're going to be doing with staking, and a lot of new staking options. Sean, you want to go over the break it down for everybody?
Yes. So as we stated, we were doing a 50% APY for our 30-day stake. We said that was going to go down, which we weren't lying. It's going down significantly when this ends. I think in about a week, exactly a week, I think it ends. So we're going from 50% all the way down to 10% for the 30-day. Then for the 14-day, we're going to 10%, for all the way down to 5%. But we decided to launch a whole new staking pool. I know one of the main questions is always going to be where it's getting funded, and it's going to be originally where it was always from, the revenue. We are starting to generate revenue. We've gotten multiple swap partners now. We're about to have a launch partner. We have all of our DEX fees. So revenue is coming in. So you're going to start seeing more and more buys go into the chart to be able to get those tokens. But with the new staking, I'm going to be looking down some because I'm not a dev. So wrote everything down to make sure I translated this as best I could. So as everyone knows, once you stake, the tokens get taken from your wallet. So with this new staking platform that we're going to use, when you stake, your tokens are going to get taken away from your wallet, but you're going to get staked Operation Phoenix tokens in return. So now it won't have a price value, but it will show up in your wallet so that you know the tokens that you have. Now, this is going to be an auto compound in staking, meaning that all the tokens that are added to your wallet will be compounded. So you'll start getting that return on those tokens that are added every single day. Now, with the auto compounding, it's set up to hit your wallet every 10 minutes. So if you refresh your wallet every 10 minutes, you'll notice that your Operation Phoenix tokens are going up and up. Now, we are going to be doing a 0.125% daily return on that, which comes out to be about a 50% APY for a year. Now, because of the way we structured this, it is going to require a 6-month lock, and there will be an early withdrawal fee of 30%. But yeah, we think it's really cool how you can leave the tokens in your wallet, auto compound, and then every 10 minutes you can refresh it and refresh it and refresh it and keep seeing your balance grow. So it's something we're super excited about, and actually is live on the website right now if you go over to staking, along with obviously the new section, because we were having some issues with staking, as everyone was aware. So we revamped everything. So heading over to that staking section of the website, you'll see the 14-day, the 30-day, and you'll see the 6-month staking option. So you can actually go ahead and start doing that right now if you're ready. So that's the staking.
Yeah, and the cool thing about this is, so obviously everyone that knows about SafeMoon knows about tokenomics, and everyone's always excited about tokenomics. This staking is tokenomics on steroids. I mean, it's 50% APY, as long as you lock it in, and you're locked in, but you're getting tokenomics, and you can take a tokenomics out whenever you want. Another thing too, Sean, correct me if I'm wrong. So if you have 1,000,000 tokens and you get, like, let's say 1,000 more tokens, and it's compounded on. When your API happens on the next day, does that applies towards not just 1,000, but now the 1,100, right?
Yep. So to put it in, I guess, lower terms, let's say you have $100
Mhm.
and that yields you $100 more. So on the next day, you're now gaining interest on the $200. And if the next day you get $200, now you're gaining interest on the $400. So yeah, it's auto compounding. You don't have to claim anything. You don't have to hit any buttons. It's auto compounding for you. So again, your balance will just continually grow over those 6 months that it's locked up. Yep.
Right,
There you go.
and for anyone watching, once again, you have a 14-day, 30-day, and the auto compounding 182 days. Auto compounding is definitely a way for you, once again, to have tokenomics. It's tokenomics on steroids. It's obviously a nice way to, for us to give you guys that 50%, because everyone really like the 50%, but we can't do in the short term. It's not sustainable. But in this turn, it works really, really well. You guys get extra tokens for a longer duration of time, a higher APY, and it's absolutely, absolutely amazing for anybody. Once again, it's auto compounding, meaning that, like Sean said, your $100, the next day, let's say it's $101. That means now it's 101. The next day, 102. I'm just throwing out numbers there, but it keeps adding on. You keep getting that value. The 50% applies to the new balance every single day. And like you said every 10 minutes.
Yep. So every 10 minute it compounds. So I know a lot of people, and myself included, when SafeMoon was doing its reflections, you were always refreshing your wallet to see how many new tokens. So we kind of wanted to kind of bring that back so that every 10 minutes you go ahead and refresh that wallet and you'll continually see your token balance growing and growing. That's why we have the staked Operation Phoenix in your wallet so that you can see your actual balance. Like I said, now it won't have your dollar value at the top like your real tokens, but it will reflect the balance of the Operation Phoenix tokens that you have.
And for everybody, once again, if you want to know if it's live, it's actually live right now. Stake.phoenixswap.trade. You go to our website, Operation Phoenix. .network, and then you go to staking, and I'll bring you over here as well. Once again, for the 14 days, guys, you get a 10% APY. For the 30 days, you get a 15% APY. And if you want that juicy, sweet 50% APY, you definitely want to get that 182 days. That's gonna lock you in. And once again, it's auto compounding every single day. Your balance gets bigger, the amount of tokens you receive gets bigger, or just for joining in. This is absolutely massive. I know a lot of people want to see that nice, delicious 50% APY. And we're offering it here for everybody starting right now today.
Yep,
So
exactly.
and obviously you said there's a 30% penalty if they was to withdraw early, right?
Yeah, so it's a 30% penalty withdrawal fee no matter what, even technically on your earned interest from it if you withdraw early. So let's say you have 1,000 tokens and you earn 500 and you want to withdraw them, you still will get hit with that
Mm.
30%. Because again, in order for us to offer this 50% APY, we have to use revenue and everything coming in. So in order to make it work, it has to be a longer length of time, and we can't have people taking it off constantly. So that's why that 30% penalty is there for the length of it. Yep.
Right. So once again, guys, so everyone understand, and because with tokenomics, the people that benefit the most, I believe you talked about this before, Sean, and you are 100% right. The whales benefit the most. The bigger you have, the more you benefit from. In this case, that penalty is going to slow down everybody universally, giving everybody equal and fair opportunity to gain this 50% APY. This is bullish for not only those who hold a massive amount of tokens, but those who are just getting in today that say, hey, listen, I want to gain value just by locking in my tokens. So if you gain value with a small bag, you're locked in. If you're a whale, you're still going to gain incredible value still. This is beneficial from both sides. This is something that we as a committee, we as the team came together and said, this is going to be great for both the whales and the new holders. They'll both gain value. And for whales, obviously, auto compounding, if you're making, let's say, I'm just throwing numbers out there, $100 a day, $70 a day in your pocket is definitely still good. And it's definitely still useful because the next day you're gonna have that available as well. If not, you can auto compound it. So there's value across the board for all holders in this situation. Up next, though, so you want to talk about the lotto next?
Yes. So we hear everyone talking, everyone's burned in their own tokens, which is awesome. And everyone, it's a constant topic of conversation. Everyone wants to see that supply continually drop. So we think we came up with a super fun way to be able to not only burn tokens, but have the holders benefit in potentially a financial way as well. I don't know if you want to kick it off, Joe, or if you just want me to take it over and just go over everything.
Oh, you got it. I love hearing like the lotto is something I always like. I just want the one thing I'm talking about is I love the burn because my favorite part about just burning tokens, and this is something that people have talked about a lot in the Telegram chat as well as Discord. And once again, guys, make sure to go head over to Reddit. Daddy B's waiting. Go say hi to him. But one thing I like is obviously the idea of a short supply, the idea of burning tokens. It's something that Saban always had, but obviously they kind of like slow down or they kind of push it aside. But something that I think that's universally great for everybody is the idea of burning tokens. The more that's burned, the supply there is. Less supply that is, we get closer to something called supply shock. And we talked about this in the past, but it's something that's fun to think about because with so many tokens staked away, so many tokens held at exchanges, there's only a finite amount of tokens. And by burning those tokens, it obviously limits that. And we think we have another cool way that you guys will enjoy about seeing tokens burn, and that's going to be the burn lotto.
Yep. Now, so to kick things off, right off the bat, this has nothing to do with the burn lotto, but we are going to go ahead and burn 250,000 tokens right off the bat, just as a way to kind of get things going, to kind of get closer and closer to that 1% burn, which I know that'll be a huge milestone. So right off the bat, 250,000 tokens gone. See you later. So everyone get your paper and your pencils ready because I know there's going to be questions. It can be pretty complicated, but I'm pretty sure I got it down so I can explain it easily. But get your notes ready because after this, we can head straight into questions. We're only 15 minutes in, so we got plenty of time. So there's gonna be two different pots that you can get in. There's gonna be a BNB pot and an Operation Phoenix pot. So let's start with the BNB pot. In order to get in, one ticket is going to be $10 worth of BNB, which was already preset. You'll see it on the DApp. We're going to do 1,000 tickets for 10,000 total. Now there's going to be a breakdown. 50% of that jackpot when it ends, when it's filled, will go towards Operation Phoenix buying and burning. So at that moment in time, it'll take the half the jackpot, it'll buy Operation Phoenix, and it'll burn it. Now, the other 40% will go towards the winner. So we're going to be using chain link. It's completely randomized. So 40% of that jackpot will go towards the winner. Now, what you're going to do with this, it's really cool. So if your address is the winner, you're going to get onto the DApp and they're going to have an option just for you because your wallet address is the winner. And you're going to toggle between, do you want it in BNB? Do you want it in Operation Phoenix? Do you want to split it? Maybe if your share is 2,000, you want 2,000 in BNB and 2,000 in Operation Phoenix. At that point, it'll send you 2,000 in BNB, and then it'll buy 2,000 worth of Operation Phoenix and send it to you. If you want it all in Operation Phoenix, it'll buy it and send it all to you. If you want it all in BNB, it'll send it to you. And we added that because we didn't necessarily want to buy the chart just to have someone dump it. So the winner, it will be completely up to them on how they want to handle that. It's your money. It's your BNB. You either buy Operation Phoenix with it or you get it in BNB. So that's the BNB pool. Next, we have the Operation Phoenix pool. Obviously, you don't use BNB. You're going to use Operation Phoenix to go ahead and get into this pool. Same thing. It's $10 worth of Operation Phoenix, 1,000 tokens for a $10,000 total. And the breakdown is very similar. It's going to be 50% of the jackpot is going to be burned. So obviously there's no buy. It's just going to straight up be burned because we already have it. Then 40% will go towards the winner. Same thing. It'll just automatically get sent to you because there's nothing to decide. It's already in Operation Phoenix. So you might be asking, that math doesn't add up. 50% to Operation Phoenix and 40% to the winner. So there's going to be a third tax, which is 10%. So that's going to go towards the biggest contributor. So let me break down how that works. So once a month, the biggest contributor will get paid 10% of both jackpots. So whatever, because let's say the jackpot fills up every single day, that's $1,000, keeps building and building and building. So the way it works is we do want to incentivize people to use the BNB pool. So every single ticket that you buy in BNB, you will get 15 tokens. Now, these tokens are tradable and will also have a contract address for you so you can see who the leader is, see the holder is something that's in your wallet and you can see it. So every single ticket you buy in BNB, you'll get 15 tokens. On the Operation Phoenix side, every single token or ticket that you buy, you will get 10 tickets. And remember, you can add the contract address to your wallet and you'll see these tokens add up. And at the end of every single month, whoever that biggest contributor is, meaning the person that has the most tokens, and between, again, 15 tokens per ticket for BNB, 10 tokens per ticket for Operation Phoenix. Whoever has the most, they will get 10% of the entire jackpot for the entire month. So, I mean, we could potentially be talking about tens of thousands of dollars in BNB and Operation Phoenix to that top token holder. So we thought that was a really cool feature because even if you are the top contributor, there's no guarantee that you're going to win. Of course, you have the best odds, but no guarantee you're going to win. So if someone does decide they really want to play this and get into it, they get a benefit for that. Plus, it will create competition. People want to be the highest. People want that jackpot. So we thought that was a really cool function. Hopefully I explained that right. But like I said, if not, all good. Just have your questions ready and we'll go ahead and clarify everything. But yeah, that's it.
One thing I want to
one more thing.
Oh, yeah.
Let me add this real quick too. So the balance is 10,000 is when it ends. It's also set for a week. So if we go hit the 7-day mark and we're at, let's say 8,000, it cuts it. So it is set to end in case that cap of 10,000 is a hit. In our case, I think we're going to add up pretty quick to that 10K, but just in case, every 7 days, it'll end and start back over.
Yeah, the one thing I want to add to everybody as well is this lottery is going to help the overall goal of burning. So not only can you win tokens, but by entering in, you help everybody as well with the burn, and that's something we love to see. We want to find ways to burn this token. Like I said, we have a lot of tokens already staked, a lot of tokens on exchanges, and of course, tokens burning, which is limiting the amount and supply of tokens that's available. And that's basically our overall goal for all of this. And as we continue with this project, it's going to get a lot harder to get these tokens. These tokens aren't going to be as easy around, I should say. But obviously, the price will go up, and that's something that I think is just overall bullish for everybody. Another thing I want to add as well is, actually, we kind of skipped over it. But we're looking to have a new sex listing coming out soon. I'm not gonna say the name.
Yeah. So don't give it because they always want to announce it first. I did forget that though, but it's done. contract signed. We're working towards it. So yeah, you already forgot about that. There is a new centralized exchange listing coming. I think they're going to announce it over the weekend, but again, it's always the announcement's going to come from them first, not us. So yeah, very good point. Centralized exchange listing incoming.
So I know there's a lot of people out there. Like I said, we as a team read all your messages on Discord, on Reddit, on Telegram. And Telegram, it's some days it's flying by, and we're trying to read as much as possible. And we'll go on Discord. Like I said, we'll go on Reddit, and of course we'll go on Twitter and see what you guys have to say. Because overall, we want to get your take on it. And I know some people were asking, "Are you guys going to have an exchange come out? Come out? Are you going to be getting on another exchange?" Yeah, that's what we're doing. Not only that, we have the burn going on. We've been focusing on via the burn lotto. We have staking. And by the way, for any little fun fact, anybody that's already currently staked, do not unstake yet and restake. You will still get hit with that penalty. Wait until your staking period's over, and then you get unstake, and then you can get in the new staking, which is available. So it's not going anywhere, the new staking. It's there, and it's going to be there for you whenever you do unstake as well.
Exactly. That's a good point. So the week left on the 30-day, you obviously are still getting your 50%. So it's the exact same thing. So do not, in my opinion, pay that penalty to go over to the new one. Just when your token's on stake, you simply hop back on over to the new one. I think that's it, Joe. If we're ready to open up for questions, I think we hit on everything.
All right, guys, you heard it. Got any questions? Make sure to ask any questions, guys. Put them down below. We're gonna go check out what you guys got. J Dog came in and said, "Write up over lottery rules and rewards."
Not sure I 100% understand what you're asking.
I think he will want to break down over it, guys.
Oh yeah. They'll have if you want a breakdown, is that what you're asking? Yeah, that will 100% be a breakdown. I'm definitely going to do a video on it. Joe probably will too, of actually demonstrating it, but there's going to 100% be a write-up. Yep, for sure.
Another person's going to, Hamad asks, when will it start? I guess he means, to the staking. When will the staking start?
The staking is live right now. I'm not sure which one you're talking about. Staking is live this second. Go over, hit the 60-day one. You can stake. The lotto is coming. Put it to you this way. It's Eastern time here. It's 2:28 Central time by me. Lotto should be up by end of day, worst case scenario. So the lotto is literally about to hit at any moment now. So lotto is coming today. Staking is already live.
And then Joshua actually kind of answered already, but just to go over it again, the 30-day says 15% now, but I assume it is still 50 until the actual 30 days is up.
I'll double check with our dev, but yeah, it should be 50. I'm not sure why I said that. It might have been a typo or a mistake because it's never going to be at 15%. That was never a number that was chosen. But yeah, it should be 50%, but I'll verify that.
And then Z5 says, "What tier is the sex?"
I'm not sure. Is Mike here? I'm not even sure, to be honest. Mike, for those that don't know, Mike handles our centralized exchange listings. I'm not the centralized exchange master. He is. So it doesn't mean it's not. I have no idea, to put it honest, if it's 1, 2, or 3. Mike would have to answer that. See if he'll answer it, and then we'll go ahead and give you that answer.
Another question from Aaron Chandra. He says, "How does a project founder dox herself to Operation Phoenix?"
Just contact me, and then we'll go through. So if you're looking to get involved, whether it's the Launchpad, the Swapper, the DEX, just go ahead and shoot me a DM, and we do everything through there.
And then we have one for Luca. He says, "Will be possible NFTs also to stake in the future?"
Anything's possible. So NFTs are still currently being worked on. So yeah, anything's possible with that. We haven't 100% decided exactly what we're going to be doing with that and how it's going to be handled. I know we let some of the things slip, like we're going to be sharing some of the revenue from the ecosystem and different things like that. But yeah, definitely possible.
And I got another one from Big Red. He says, "What happens after the current staking period ends? Do you continue getting the APY you initially stake, or with it, or it automatically drops to the new APYs?"
So I believe, if Matt's listening, shoot me a message if I'm wrong. But I believe if you keep it staked, it doesn't auto on stake. You would drop down and be getting the 10% at that point if you leave it staked in the 30-day one. Pretty certain that's how it's going to work. So right now in the 30-day stake, you're getting 50%. Once that 31st date hits and it drops to 10%, you'll be getting 10% at that time.
So once again, guys, if you have any questions, make sure to ask your questions down below. Mr. Evil Wolf says, "Any updates on the blockchain?"
So the blockchain again, still something that's going to be coming. So I think I've mentioned this before, but if not, we're not turning our attention fully to the blockchain until we get through our NFTs. Not to mention another little sneak peek, we already have two more utilities that we're going to be announcing next week that are pretty much already ready to go. So stay tuned for that though. So we have two more utilities coming. One of them's not the NFT marketplace. But yeah, two more coming already. Now, once the NFT marketplace is set up, which is our last big thing, we had the DEX, the launchpad. After that, then we're gonna start turning our focus to the blockchain, just kind of one thing at a time.
Yeah, and I just want everyone to know, listen, we already rolled this out today. Obviously, all this information and news. We're already working on next week today. We've been working on it actually since last night. Like we are working on more things, and we said this week we're gonna have some news information. Some big news. Hopefully, you guys approve of this because there's a lot this week. Next week, we also got more news coming through. Like I said, the teams were working really hard to get this through. And this is just some of the things that we've been doing behind the scenes. So as you guys look at the prices or talk, just know like we're still trying to get more out there for everybody. Uh J Dog also came on and said goals for listing projects on the decks.
Um, you want to? Can you clarify that question by goals for listing projects on the DEX,
I
or
guess
are
I
you?
guess it means what do we want to do by listing all these projects? Like what do we want from the projects ideally, as well as how will it benefit the project, our project, if I had to
Yep.
guess.
I guess Mike and Matt won't kill me for saying this. So we're actually already implementing some upgrades to the decks that are going to be hugely beneficial for both us and for projects that want to list on the deck. So we're actually already going to be going into V2 of our decks, which we're super excited about. But the benefit will be obviously it is going to be whitelisted, so you can't just list. So it's going to be a project that we have to approve, but the DEX fees is going to be what we get out of it. So every single month, me and Matt talked, we're going to do it on the first. So on the first of every month, the DEX fees are going to be sent to our wallet that we're going to be able to use to buy and burn, buy for staking, and all that. All the swap partners for the fees and everything they paid, same thing goes into that wallet. So again, we're what 23 days old and we already have revenue rolling in, which is awesome. Not too many projects can start up and actually say that they have revenue rolling in almost from day one. So yeah, on the first we'll start seeing some more buys and stuff coming in, whether it's burning, whether it's for staking, all that good stuff. I see Mike just clarified.
Yeah, Mike came
Yep,
in and said APR for the 30
that's what I
day on
figured.
the DApp is fixed in a few minutes. It will say 50%. It will stay 50% for one more week.
Perfect.
Wolf's Crypto Den. He says, when does the lottery go live? By the way, incredible idea.
So I would say within a few minutes to a few hours. We wanted to have it live at the start of this, but of course the dev was finishing up some last minute things, so it's close, very very close. I can't give you an exact time, but close. But yeah, thanks for the question, Wolf.
And then we have Big H 007 says, I staked on the 15th of February in the 30-day staking pool. Will the APY drop down for me?
So yeah, that's a Matt question. Notate that question if Matt isn't listening. I'm gonna ask him that because I know once you stake it, it's gonna be locked for 30 days. I do know that. If I had to guess, it's ultimately gonna drop, but let me get with Matt and clarify that. I don't want to give a answer I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good question. Uh, I believe it drops at the end of it as well, but once again, once Matt says something. Another question comes from Mr. Pixel says, do your tokens automatically unstake at the end of the initial stake time period?
So it unstakes, but it doesn't automatically go back into your wallet. So it is available for you to unstake, obviously, but you have to actually physically unstake it to get it sent back to your wallet. So it will stay in the staking pool unless you take it out.
Another question from Drew Down 87. He says, does the staking work the same as now as far as adding and not affecting the 60-day time frame?
Wait, 60-day time frame. So we have our 30-day, but then we have the 6 month one. I want to make sure I'm understanding this.
Yeah, I don't know about a 60. Maybe we meant 30-day time frame, I believe.
But yeah, so if you were to stake right now, like the previous question, I believe After the 50-day is up, 50% is up, I
Oh,
believe it would drop
yeah,
down to 10% from you.
he said he meant
Yeah.
30 days. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it would drop down to the 10%. So if you're currently looking in the staking and you want the new one, make sure you go straight there. For people that are currently staked in the 30-day, as soon as it unlocks, go ahead and stake into the new one. Yep.
Right. Basically, so it unlocks on, so you have, let's say 30-day APY currently right
Locks
now.
up
It unlocks whenever the
a
unlock
week
date
from
happens.
today.
You
Yep.
take your tokens, you put it in your bag, and then you go over to the new staking contract. And let's say you want to do the 6 month, then you restake on there.
Exactly. Yep.
Bowers Bunch says, explain more about the B&B lottery. Exactly how do we get tokens? Are we just buying Operation Phoenix?
No. So when with the B&B lottery, you send $10 worth of B&B. It's a set amount that's going to probably be like in a drop down box. So that money is gone. So when you spend that 10 B&B, you're buying a ticket and that money's gone. It's not refundable in any way, shape, or form. The only way you get money back is if you actually win. So a couple things, it benefits the project, and obviously in return, one person or two people, however, it'll go on forever, wins get benefited. So now the tokens that you're getting sent back in return, they have no monetary value. Again, for the BNB pool, it'd be 15 tokens per ticket. It's just to track who the biggest contributor overall is. So you'll get the non financial tokens back in your wallet. But just to be clear, if you are asking this, the BNB that you buy the lottery ticket with, that's gone. You don't get that in any way, shape, or form back.
And then we got a question by Paul Bergman. He says, "Can you continue to add to your stake without extended lock unlock date?"
That's a Matt question too.
That's definitely a bad question.
Yep. So the one bad thing is that we don't have a dev on. So me and Joe, we talk, and the devs handle the devin. So I'm gonna notate that. And if you don't mind asking it in Telegram, just to make sure it doesn't get forgotten. But I'm gonna notate it.
Absolutely, it's a great question. Mr. Pitcher also has a follow up. He says, "Do you get notified when your staking time has expired?" I don't see any countdown timer. That might be a good idea. Just saying.
Yeah. So if you go look at it, there should be an unlock date, unless I'm mistaken.
So
Um.
so from my end, from what I'm seeing as well, is it shows you when it unlocks, but there's no way to really notify you.
Yeah.
Because it's a DApp. So DApp can't, unless the DApp's always connected to your wallet, and even then, there's no like pop-up notification that I know of. But if you also go on a DApp, it would show you like the time you have remaining when you click on withdrawal. It would show the time you have remaining. I'm not sure if there's any other way to notify you though.
Yeah. So they should have your unlock date, but yeah, you won't actually get sent like a notification.
Another question by Hamid. He says, "How many tickets are available for the
So there's
lottery?"
1,000 tickets. So it's a 10K pool for the BNB and for the Operation Phoenix pool.
Another great question, actually, by Mr. B is, "Can we update the Telegram bot that it shows which pool investors have staked in?"
That again, we'll have to get with the with our bot guy about that. I know Mike handles a lot of it. We got Sharky, so we'll get with that. I mean, in my head, it should be possible, but I can't say for sure. Like I said, I don't handle the bots.
And Matt just told me, he goes, "If you click withdraw, it shows how much time you have available." Um,
Perfect.
he will also say he's checking with Mark. If you add to 6 months, does it add to your lock time or not? So that's something we're looking into. We know, once again, in case you have your 6 month, and obviously you get the auto compounding, but let's say you want to buy like another X amount and you want to add it on. We're trying to see does it extend the lock time or it doesn't. So we're gonna find it out, guys. We'll get that right back out to you guys. But great question, though. Excellent
Yep.
question.
Yep. And also too, the dev just said they're making the final edits to the mobile side of the lotto, and then we'll be live. So it's coming very soon.
Rodolfo, he says, "What do I need to move my Operation Phoenix for staking?"
So
You need to.
there you go, Joe. You take it. Yep.
Oh no, I'm saying you just need to go to stake.phoenixswap.trade or operationphoenix.network. Once you go there, you'll be able to see the new 1430 and 6 months auto compounding feature. And then you just go, and then you have deposit withdrawal. So you go on deposit, you put how much you want to deposit, and then that's it. That's simple.
Yep. Not hard at all.
Once again, guys, it's operationphoenix.network, or if you want to go directly, it's stake.phoenixswap.trade. And then let's see, we have another question by Mr. Evo Wolf, who says, "How much Operation Phoenix would you need to have staked in the new stake to earn $100 a day?"
That's a question for the dev. He's really, or I keep saying the dev. We just announced it. That's a question for Mark. He's a super good with math, but yeah, I would have to. So it's 0.125% daily return. So then you would just have to figure out how many Operation Phoenix you need to hit that $100 a day. But yeah, off the top of my head, not sure. We'll definitely need a calculator to figure that one out.
And then Mr. Pixel says, anywhere on the credit slash debit card, would there be a customization option, to change like the artwork on the card?
I don't believe so. I believe the artwork that we put on it will be the finalized design. I can double check that, but I'm pretty sure that it's one design. It'll be digital along with physical. I do believe that the physical cards, for the profit that the project makes, I believe we are putting that back towards the LP. If you did want a metal card, but I don't think it's customizable, but stay up to date on that as we get closer to the credit and debit card. We'll go ahead and update you on that.
And once again, guys, this is more stuff that's going to be coming out in the future. I know a lot of people are wondering as far as like what to expect. We're trying to get as much out there as possible, and obviously as much out there that's working correctly. We had staking. We're offering a bigger version of staking. We were talking about the burn. We're doing more of the burn. We're expanding on the burn, and these are things we're going to be continuing doing. Not to mention the fact that we have a sex that we're going to be listed on soon, and of course, once again, more partnerships. We constantly like to partner with as many tokens because ideally we want to unite DeFi, and you do that through partnerships and breaking bed with people. So we have a lot of things going on, guys. Like I said, if you guys have any more questions, just let me know in the comment section down below. Um, but it's definitely something that we really are have been talking about like nonstop. I mean, every single day. Valentine's Day, these guys, none of them hung out with their. I didn't say my wife. So none of them hung out with their significant other. We all just nonstop talking and focusing on doing more. And this is the kind of things that we do because this is not just something that we consider like a job or a hobby. This is a passion for all of us involved. We are all very passionate in what we do, and the team nonstop every single day is focused on doing more for this community. And of course, one of those things is always getting more people involved. So if you know somebody that used to be in safety that's still skeptical, just let them know. Tell them they don't have to spend money. Just come and hang out. Even people are hanging out. We want people to even bear witness to what we feel like is going to be the next big thing in DeFi. We want people to just say, hey, listen, you got burned on SafeMoon. It don't matter if you have money or don't have money. Just come and hang out. We want that, and we want as many people as possible just hanging out. Whether it's on Discord, Reddit, Twitter, we love the company, and it's all about having the passion for DeFi. Whether you buy or don't buy, it's not up to me or anyone else. It's up to you at the end of the day. But definitely come on in and hang out with everybody here because we are all passionate about what's happening, especially with this project.
Exactly. People do always say stuff online. I'm not going to engage. As a founder, I'm never going to convince you to invest in Operation Phoenix. But one thing I will say, if you're going to be skeptical of us, come on over. That's my only challenge. Just come over and watch us do what we're doing. LP's always safe. The contract audit, check it out. While it's not renounced currently, it is completely safe. There's so many safeguards to protect it from us, from everyone. So security is never an issue. And just again, keep watching us deliver on these utilities after utilities. And then for those that don't truly understand, adding DeFi Mark, or formerly SafeMoon Mark, to the team is an amazing asset. The ideas that he has that we're going to be implementing are insane. Like, it's going to bring us next level compared to any other crypto out there. So it's something huge that I'm glad he was more than happy to get involved with. My relationship with Mark goes back quite a bit. So it was an easy thing to approach and get him on board overall. But yeah, super excited that he's on board and ready to go. He's super
Yeah,
excited, by the way. He's not just here, like, doing some kind. He is super excited for this.
a long time ago, people always talked about how cool it'd be to see Mark really get in action. And we love the things he's doing. The guy's a smart guy, he's a sharp guy, and we love to see more things that he's doing for the future. Because I'm telling you right now, the stuff that we have now is amazing, but the stuff we're looking to do with him in the future is also amazing. And it's the team, right or wrong, Sean. The team is bullish when we talk to Mark because, like, oh, that comes out, it's gonna be so fun. That's gonna be so great, and that's obviously gonna get more people to see what's going on because everybody wants to be a part of something big. And this right here, this is only getting bigger, and we're
Yep.
focused on that.
Yep. And another cool thing is not only is it talk about everything we're doing, but the speed at which he can implement these things for us is insane. That's the most important thing. You're not going to be sitting here a year, 3 years down the road wondering when whatever. We're releasing every single week. Like I said, so next week, just kind of as a hint, one of the utilities is another super fun utility that we think everyone's going to enjoy. And one is, I guess, say it like this, it's a lot more serious and will open the doors for newer investors to come in. So we have a really fun one and we have a really serious one coming next week that we're excited for both of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot going on, and it's something that is for that, especially to those who are whales in our project. We got something I think that we think that would be really cool for you, but we also got things universally, and we also do things universally. That's great for the everyday average Joe holder. So this project is something that we're not just focusing on the everyday average Joe and the whales. Everybody, we want everybody involved on different levels, and we want everyone getting involved because we want to have options available. And as we progress, we're going to have more and more options for those within our project as we grow bigger. And we are expecting to grow bigger. We have a lot of things that we can't say at the moment, but there are some things that we believe will make us massive compared to every other project. And it's going to put us miles ahead. And we're excited about that. And that's why, like I said, we read your chat, we read what you guys say on Telegram. Big shout out to everybody over there on Discord, and bigger shout out to everybody on Reddit. Guys, go to Reddit. Say hi to Buddy Daddy B. Like, go and talk to everybody because we are excited on all social media mediums. And of course, we just want to get involved with everybody because this is what we feel is the genesis of a massive project. We are at the beginning. And I'm telling you right now to everybody watching, it is only going to get bigger. It's going to get a lot more crowded for everybody over there on Discord, on Twitter, on Reddit, and of course, all you guys on Telegram. It's already crowded. It's about to get a lot bigger because more people are going to get involved when they see the things that we're going to be doing, and we're already rolling out already.
Yep. And I
So,
can't stress enough. I always say it, especially if you're someone that does not have time, go to Reddit. You need to be on the Reddit. You get a full breakdown pretty much daily of everything happening with the project. I know the past, 24 hours now, we had an absolute wild ride. We obviously, as most people know, we had a few whales dump, but the way that everyone was just waiting for that dip to happen is unreal. We're already back up to, I think, like 8.4 million market cap. I think we dropped down into the fives as early as maybe 7 hours ago. So absolutely wild. And yeah, there's no telling how high Operation
it's
Phoenix can grow.
it's crazy how fast a couple of whales will put everything down, and the community would just push everything up, and other whales will take advantage. So when one whale does paper hands, even a little bit, those whales are waiting for this to happen. So the second, I think it was we dropped that around the 5, I believe it was. Almost immediately, everyone, including whales are fighting the regular everyday average Joes to grab that bag up because they knew the 5 wasn't where it belonged. They knew, and the price shot up, and now look at it, it did it again, and it will continue to do it because we have whales that are waiting for the regular Joes to sell, and we have regular Joes waiting for the whales to sell, and it's a battle on these charts, and it's happening every single day, and it's crazy to see it happen because you'll see like a couple of guys sell, chart go down, and we'll just absorb all that like that, and then you'll see a whale sell, and everybody will just jump in and go his loss and grab all that. And even other whales would feed on whales. It's wild on the charts. So it's really cool to see. It's obviously something that we watch talk about constantly. It's like I said, everybody's just going at it because people know the value of this project. Whales and the everyday average Joes, everyday average Joes as well.
Yep, exactly. And we held 9.5, 10 million for days. So, I was kind of waiting for that dip because 10 cents, it is 100x. It's a very big psychological barrier. But yeah, we held it for a while. And again, I don't see why we're not going to approach it and hopefully get over that hump. So hopefully looking forward to that.
Yeah, Jesus says we the whales of the future. He's not wrong.
Exactly. Every token as we continue to grow, the whales that were here day one will be gone. you guys sitting here right now will be the whales, the next wave of whales, and so on and so forth as we continue to grow. Because another cool thing to point out is that obviously when that big whale dumped the 200,000 tokens or whatever it was, obviously kicked back a lot to the marketing wallet. Well, we saw the chart, take the hit. Now people were buying like crazy, but we did go ahead and take advantage of that. The 4-ish thousand that went to the marketing wallet, we did turn around and we bought the chart with that. As you saw, I'm sure if you missed it, it was in a tweet. We bought 4K worth, burnt those 50,000 tokens because we're just going to continually burn tokens, add to the LP to keep raising that floor. And again, as we keep going, the less and less the whales will be able to hurt a big sell as we keep adding. I think we're about a total of about 15,000 in 23 days of adding to either LP or buying and burn. And so we're, again, constantly raising that floor. And yeah, as we go on, those won't hurt as much. So that's the goal.
And it's going to help, obviously, you, the holders, because you're right. I mean, listen, you don't have to be a whale today in order to be a whale in the future. Look at Bitcoin. If you back in the day, a whale held like thousands. Today, you're a whale if you hold 1,000. And for with Operation Phoenix, it's basically the same way. If you take that same mentality and apply it to, if you hold not a lot today, it doesn't mean your bag's small today. It means you could be online to be the next future whale. The longer you hold, the stronger your bag is, the more you stake. If you go in auto compounding, there's always opportunity for you to be the next winner line just by getting involved. And once again, we're not telling you guys to buy or sell or stake. It's up to you at the end of the day. It's all about non-financial advice, non-financial advisors. But we just want to throw out to anybody the idea of you potentially being a whale if you want to go ahead and do that. Once again, you don't have to, but it's something that I think a lot of people have to understand is you could be the next whale. That's a really feasible thing, especially with this project. Don't get me wrong, we're still a young project, but we are knocking out so much. We are growing so fast. Our chart is getting stronger and stronger, and the amount of holders and just whales just running in is constantly growing. And I'm telling you right now, it's going to continue. From the way I see it, my personal perspective, it's going to get bigger because we're doing more in this community, more in DeFi, and of course, more for all the holders. So once again, guys, I don't see any questions yet. Sean, you want to say anything else before we close it up?
No, I think we wrapped it up. Like I said, if you're watching this, you're not a part of it, go ahead and hop over, join all our socials, and just watch us work. That's the only thing I say. Before you bash us or say this or say that, just come join us and watch. That's all I ask.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. 100%. Guys, we're not forcing you to buy at all. Just come hang out with us. Because with SafeMoon, one of the best things I love about SafeMoon is whether you bought or you didn't buy, we were just excited to have you here because we were excited about being involved. And being involved could be on many levels. So we would love you guys to come hang out. Once again, we love reading we read all your messages on Telegram, all your messages on Discord, all your messages on Reddit, all your messages on Twitter, all these comments, and we love that energy. Keep it up. Let's keep it going and spread the energy to everybody else. This is squidgrow Joe, DeFi Sean. See you guys next Friday.
See you guys later.